Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to our members and members of the public. We are going to convene the Planning and Development Committee meeting. It is now 11:01 a.m. Before we begin our business, I'd like to offer a moment for my co-chair and our ranking members if they have any comments.
Good morning, everyone. So good to see you guys all again. Come back here, and hopefully we have a small item to talk about. Short meeting. We are not going to hold you guys a long times. I want to mention one item about the weekend. Of course, you all see what happened in California. In Connecticut, there is no place for hate, and we are all stand together. No matter, I'm serving also Governor Ned, Hate Crime Advisory Council. Number of meetings we had over the weekend, and we have the press conference also coming Capital Tuesday. So it really sad to see what happened over there. So thank you again. Thank you so very much for all your help and your guidance and your support. I'm new member, learning every day by meeting and talking and listening you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Senator Fazio, is he on Zoom?
I am.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Looking forward to our discussion today and moving some important items forward. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Unlike my Senate counterpart over here, I do believe we're going to have a very long, arduous meeting. So everybody get ready. No, obviously kidding. Looking forward to getting a lot done today. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you so much. At this point, we'd like to move on to our agenda. Roman numeral 3, concepts to be raised. Number 1, an act concerning certificates of approval for motor vehicle dealerships and repair shops. Number 6, an act establishing a working group to study the feasibility of a Title IX assessment of certain recreation areas and sports facilities. Number 7, an act concerning the waiver of certain performance bond requirements. Number 8, an act concerning certain financially distressed municipalities. Number 9, an act consolidating the New Hartford Volunteer Fire District and the Pine Meadow Fire District. Number 10, an act establishing a working group to study the impact of unclaimed or abandoned real property on municipalities. Number 11, an act concerning the failure to file certain property tax exemptions. Number 12, an act concerning the purchase of unwanted municipal property. Number 13, an act increasing the amount of tangible personal property owned by a business organization that is exempt from the property tax. That wins the longest one. Number 14, an act concerning zoning regulations and community residences. Number 17, an act concerning the recovery of attorney's fees and costs and actions for wrongful property tax assessment. Number 18, an act exempting certain vacant lots from conformance with zoning regulations. Number 19, an act concerning a property tax abatement for certain first-time homebuyers. Number 20, an act extending the deadline for zoning enforcement officer certification. And number 21, an act concerning the recommendations of the Commission on Connecticut's development and future. Do I have a motion to raise all of these concepts?
So moved. Second.
Who was my moved? I'm sorry.
Moved. So moved.
Thank you. Thank you, Representative McCarthy-Vahey. And thank you to David Michelle for our second. Is there any discussion? Rep. Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. That was quite the laundry list. First, I just want to point out, as I do in every committee, that a vote to raise these concepts isn't necessarily a signification of support. What we're saying is we'd like to have a conversation. I'm not going to go through every single item. I know a lot of hard work already went into putting a lot of these concepts together. A lot of them, for example, item 1, item 7 are about good municipal administration, making things easier for municipalities. Some of them are about closing zoning loopholes, for example, the group home bill. Others are about making sure that we do what we can to have responsible development. Again, I think these are all concepts that we agree deserve or are worthy of conversation. I'm happy that we've got some agreement on them today and happy to see that they're going to be moving forward and we're going to be having those conversations. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Any further discussion? And I'm going to count on my clerk if there's anyone on Zoom who would like to say anything. Okay, great. If there's no further discussion, I'd ask for a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Oh, motion carries. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on to Under Roman numeral 3, number 2, I believe we are going to be asking for a roll call vote. An act concerning transit communities. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
Representative McCarthy Vehy, seconded by Representative Chafee. Any discussion? Rep. Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Obviously, TOD is going to be an issue that we take up this year. It's an issue of grave importance around the state as we look to address the critical housing shortage that we have. Right now, having this conversation is important to me. So I'm going to be voting yes on this because it's an essential first step in order to address this problem that we have. However, I know that a lot of people who are watching, a lot of people in the room today, a lot of my colleagues have a lot of concerns about what this proposal or what any TOD proposal is going to look like. Development needs to be responsible, needs to be mindful of the fact that towns should be charting their own courses. Municipal leaders, CEOs should be the ones in the room or their legislative bodies who are making these decisions, because frankly, it's always local stakeholders who know what's best for their communities. Again, as a signification that I understand that this is an important conversation, I'm going to be joining with a lot of others to support this concept today. But I do know that a lot of my colleagues have very valid concerns, which I hope will be respected and addressed as we flesh this issue out and hopefully get to a product that we could all support. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I agree with Representative Zullo on much of this. However, I just wanted to bring in, as I will at probably every other opportunity when we discuss these bills, the fact that much of this, the concept of transit-oriented development, is geared towards larger municipalities. And that in a town like mine that has 2,000 people, has no water service, no sewer, no services, no real transportation, we need to keep an eye out that if we suddenly get a bus line that comes near our town or touches our town, that suddenly it doesn't change our zoning. Because that would discourage us from taking that bus line or from participating in bus service. So, I just, as we go forward, I just need to continue to represent the interests of the very small towns. It's hard to believe in this day and age, but there are towns in this state that only have 800 people in them. So know that there are members of this committee that are looking out for them, and the bills that I have seen so far regarding transit-oriented development would have a very adverse effect on them. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any more discussion? Will, anyone on Zoom? Okay. Please call the roll.
Concept to raise agenda item number 2, an act concerning transit communities. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Yes. Kavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote for yes.
Representative Zullo,
Rep. Zullo votes yes.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes no.
Representative Chafee,
Representative Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockenell,
Senator Harknell votes yes.
Senator Lopes, Senator Wong, Representative Baker,
Representative Baker votes yes.
Representative Baumgartner,
Representative Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Representative Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar. Representative McCarthy Vehy,
Representative McCarthy Vehy votes yes.
Representative Michelle,
Representative Michelle votes no.
Representative Del Nicky,
Representative Delnicky votes no.
Representative Dubitsky,
Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Representative Haynes,
Representative Haynes votes no.
Representative Hall,
Representative Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski,
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
We will be holding votes open. Moving on to item number 3, an act concerning transit-oriented development. Do I have a motion to raise the concept?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Representative McCarthy Vehy and Representative Baumgartner. Any discussion? Representative Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I'd just like to distinguish my feelings about this concept from the prior. There's a little bit of a difference between what I understand is the impetus or what is the spirit of the item we just worked on or talked about, and then this item. In this item, what you see is more of an overt mandate on municipalities. We're saying, based on a geographical distance, if you're close to a transit station, you're going to have certain zoning requirements imposed upon you. That's exactly the type of top-down zoning that I don't think is appropriate. What we're saying is, no, local leaders, you don't know what's better for you within those areas. We're going to tell you what's better for you. The spirit of that is exactly what I don't think is appropriate as we lay out our plan to address the housing shortage. So because of that, I'm not going to be supporting this concept, and I know that some of my colleagues also have similar concerns. So thank you.
Thank you. Any more discussion? Representative Zawitowski.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Added to that is, as Representative Zullo points out, it's a one-size-fits-all situation. But we also have, and this has come up in the past, a 1/2 mile radius from any public transit. I have an example, and I'm sure this can carry anywhere else in the state, where there's going to be a public transit station, train station in Enfield. Within a 1/2 mile across the Connecticut River is going to cover part of one of my towns, Suffield. And it's totally inconvenient to have that kind of housing across the way. So, I mean, I think creating this one-size-fits-all is going to be problematical on a lot of levels. I think it needs to be much more granular. I think the towns need to be involved, and I just can't support this. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more discussion? Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to associate myself with my own comments from the last bill. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for the levity and brevity. Any more discussion? Will, we're good on Zoom? Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
agenda item number 3, an act concerning transit-oriented development. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Kavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote yes.
Representative Zullo,
Rep. Zullo votes no.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes no.
Representative Chafee,
Rep. Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockendahl,
Senator Harkadel votes yes.
Senator Lopes,
Oh, hold on. Can you circle back to me, please? I just got on.
Senator Wong, Representative Baker,
Representative Baker votes yes.
Representative Baumgartner,
Representative Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Representative Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar, Representative McCarthy Vehy,
Representative McCarthy Vehy votes yes.
Representative Michelle,
Rep. Michelle votes no.
Representative Del Nicky,
Delnicky votes yes. I mean, no. Stand corrected.
Representative Dubitsky,
I apologize. Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes no.
Representative Hall,
Rep. Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski.
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
Circling back to Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. We will be holding the votes open until 2 p.m. and that is either on Zoom or in room 2100 in Planning and Development. Moving on to number 4, an act concerning councils of governments and grant funding. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Rep. Michelle. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Representative Baumgartner. Discussion? Rep. Zullo?
Thank you, Madam Chair. My concern with this is, are we taking funding that would ordinarily be allocated to municipalities and then sending it to councils of government? Yeah, I think councils of government are extremely useful. We've seen in the past how they've helped to coordinate logistics for towns, get a lot of capital projects done. But on the same token, again, we know that municipalities like to be able to handle their own funding. So what I would hate to see, though, is that funding that is ordinarily sent to municipalities is displaced and then regionalized, taken out of the purview, again, of local stakeholders who may have a better idea of what that money can and should be used for. So for that reason, I'm going to be voting no to flag it. But I still think it's an interesting conversation. And I do know that it will have and could have some very positive benefits for us as far as COGS obtaining grant funding, at least at the federal level. So it's an important conversation to have, but I just want to note for the record why it's going to be a no today. So thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Anyone on Zoom?
Senator Fazio on Zoom.
Senator Fazio?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I wanted to echo the comments of my colleague, Representative Zullo. I think that this potentially adds a level of bureaucracy and further centralizes decision-making in the state where we value local decision-making and subsidiarity. So I'm also going to be a no today. Thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Mr. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Agenda item number 4, an act concerning councils of governments and grant funding. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Kavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote yes.
Representative Zullo,
Rep. Zullo votes no.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes no.
Representative Chafee,
Chafee votes yes. Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockedal, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Wong, Representative Baker.
Representative
So you ended up muted.
Representative Baker votes yes.
Sorry, one more time. That camera didn't pick you up.
Representative Baker votes yes.
Thank you. Representative Baumgartner,
Rep. Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Rep. Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar, Representative McCarthy Vahey, Representative Michelle,
Rep. Michelle votes yes.
Representative Delnicki,
Delnicki votes no.
Representative Dubitsky,
Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes votes yes.
Representative Hall,
Representative Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski,
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
Thank you. Moving on to number 5 under Roman numeral 3, an act concerning short-term rentals. Do I have a motion to raise the concept?
So moved. Baumgartner.
Thank you, Baumgartner. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Rep. Michelle. Any discussion? Rep. Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know towns across the state are struggling with the issue of STRs as we see the proliferation of Airbnbs and VRBO and all of these companies and platforms through which people can make housing available on a temporary basis. I think we need to have this discussion. I'm going to be supporting this, but I do also recognize that there are a lot of stakeholders who are probably going to have concerns about this. I think when we have this conversation, we need to bring in the realtors, we need to bring in CBA, we need to bring in everybody who's got a say in this and talk about why this is a good thing, why this is a bad thing, and what makes sense for municipalities. Because what we need to do is we need to make sure that we preserve the character of these neighborhoods, these shoreline areas that are certainly being disrupted by the proliferation of STRs. We need to make sure that towns have the funding to deal with the added expenses associated with the proliferation of these STRs. We also don't want to put too much red tape, in place that it becomes impossible for people to exercise their free property rights. So I think it's an important conversation. I'm going to be supporting it, but I do know some of my colleagues have some grave concerns, especially the fiscal component. And I certainly respect that you may see some no's on this. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Further discussion?
Senator Fazio on Zoom.
Senator Fazio, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Similarly, I'm going to vote yes to raise the concept, but that doesn't necessarily mean, and I'm sure it's likewise with other legislators, that we support the underlying, substance of a certain reform. It's definitely a conversation we should have, and I think it would that's justification enough, I think, for voting to raise the concept at least without prejudging what the underlying substance is in this case. So, thank you.
Thank you. If there's no further discussion, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Item number 5, an act concerning short-term rentals. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Kavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote yes.
Representative Zullo,
Rep. Zullo votes yes.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes yes.
Representative Chafee,
Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockedal, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Wong, Representative Baker,
Rep Baker votes yes.
Representative Baumgartner,
Rep. Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Representative Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar, Representative McCarthy Vahey, Representative Michelle,
Rep. Michelle votes yes.
Representative Delnicki,
Representative Delnicki votes yes.
Representative Dubitsky,
Representative Dubitsky votes yes.
Representative Haynes,
Rep. Haynes is a yes.
Representative Hall,
Rep. Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski,
Representative Zawistowski votes yes.
Thank you. Number 15, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals. Do I have a motion?
So moved, Baumgartner.
Representative Baumgartner, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second, Senator Lopes.
Second.
Senator Lopes, seconded. Thank you. Do I have any discussion? Rep. Zullo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Once again, I'm going to be flagging this by voting no. I have some grave concerns about changing that unusual hardship standard for area variances to more of a cost benefit analysis. I recognize that unusual hardship already has this, malleable interpretation. I don't know that it should, but it does. And in practice, I see how it can, it's wielded some pretty interesting results. But on the same token, I think that the proposal as far as just weighing cost benefit can also lead to some pretty harsh and unexpected results. So certainly interested in the conversation, but certainly want to flag it today. So thank you.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Okay, Mr. Clerk, please call the roll.
Item number 15 on the agenda, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Gavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote yes.
Representative Zulo,
Rep. Zulo votes no.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes no.
Representative Chafee,
Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockendahl, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Wong, Representative Baker,
Representative Baker votes yes.
Representative Baumgartner,
Rep. Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Representative Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar, Representative McCarthy Vahey, Representative Michelle,
Rep. Michelle votes yes.
Representative Delnicki,
Representative Delnicki votes no.
Representative Dubitsky,
Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Representative Haynes,
Representative Haynes votes no.
Representative Hall,
Representative Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski,
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Just as a reminder, we are keeping votes open until 2 p.m. Item number 16, an act concerning foreclosure, assignment, and other enforcement actions for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges. Do I have a motion?
Motion to move.
Senator Anwar first, Representative Baumgartner second. Any discussion? Rep. Zulo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Again, we're just raising the concepts today, so I don't necessarily know the underlying substance of what the proposal will look like this year. I just want to, emphasize to my colleagues, those maybe watching, that the substance last year even still essentially prevented collection or starting collections on these tax and these unpaid sewer assessments until principal balance reached $4,000 for a lot of people that would not be for many, many years. In some cases, 10, 15, in excess of 15 years. And unfortunately, a lot of these liens can't be enforced after 15 years. So you run into a logistic problem. The real logistic problem, though, frankly, is that the funds that are collected fund critical infrastructure improvements, maintaining these systems for the public benefit. And if you don't have enough cash flow coming in, well, then I hate to be frank about it, the flow going out could get pretty messy. So it's going to be a no today, and it's going to be a very interesting conversation to see how this proceeds. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Any further discussion? Representative Dubitsky.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Some of these small systems are only a few dozen hookups. And if the operator can't enforce for 10 years and large numbers of people decide they're not going to pay their bills, the whole system could literally collapse. Again, this is a situation where a bill is put out that appears to have larger municipalities, larger communities, and larger systems in mind. With small systems, even a few people going out 10 years and $4,000 could literally be the difference between the system working and the system not working. So for that reason, obviously we'll see what the actual language says, but I do hope that when the language is drafted, the difference between the larger municipalities and larger systems and the smaller ones are kept in mind. And we'll see what it says. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? Mr. Clerk, call the roll, please.
item number 16, an act concerning foreclosure, assignment, and other enforcement actions for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges. Representative Kavros DeGraw,
Kavros DeGraw votes yes.
Senator Rahman,
Senator Rahman vote yes.
Representative Zulo,
Rep. Zulo votes no.
Senator Fazio,
Fazio votes no.
Representative Chafee,
Rep. Chafee votes yes.
Senator Needleman, Senator Hockendahl, Senator Lopes,
Senator Lopes votes yes.
Senator Wong, Representative Baker,
Representative Baker votes yes.
Representative Baumgartner,
Rep. Baumgartner votes yes.
Representative Conley,
Representative Conley votes yes.
Representative D'Agostino, Representative Lamar, Representative McCarthy Vehy, Representative Michelle, Representative Del Nicky,
Representative Delnicky votes no.
Representative Dubitsky,
Representative Dubitsky votes no.
Representative Haynes,
Representative Haynes votes no.
Representative Hall,
Representative Hall votes no.
Representative Zawitowski,
Representative Zawistowski votes no.
Thank you. Moving on to Roman numeral 4, bills for change of reference. I do just want to note that number 10, an act concerning dogs and outdoor dining areas, is going to be referred to general law and not public health. Do I have a motion to change of reference for all of these bills?
So moved.
Senator Rahman first, Representative Baumgartner second. Can I get a voice vote for these actually discussion first? Any discussion? I would ask for a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. I think we did a really good job being efficient today. At this point, we will close the meeting. I just want to remind everyone that our next meeting will be held on, give me 1 second, February the 3rd at 11 a.m. Meeting
we are recessed, yeah.
sorry, not adjourned. I'll get it eventually. Meeting in recess until 2 p.m. so everyone can complete their votes either on Zoom or, as we said before, room 2100. Thank you so much.
Hi, Senator Needleman.
Good morning.
Good morning. Bear with me 1 second. I just got to this computer. I want to turn this volume up a little bit.
Not a problem.
I have to go into the Zoom settings. Yeah. Which is going to be.
Nate sent me the list of bills that were dealt with. I'm just trying to pull them up.
I wasn't sure if I heard you clearly, Senator. Did you need the list?
I'm just looking at it now. Nate sent it over. How did the votes go on this? Oh my God.
I can't hear him.
Oh.
They
Can
went
you-
well. We ended up voting on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then 17. I think what were the last few? And then 15 and 16. And we had you want me to tell you what they were?
No, I mean, were they all unanimous or were some not?
No. We had roll call votes on 1 through 4. So I'll
Okay.
need votes from you on 1 through 4, and then 15 and 16.
Okay, so, how did the majority, how did the vote go on one?
Okay.
I think you might have to read out
Did I just lose him? Okay.
You didn't lose me, I'm here.
And then number 2 was eliminating property tax on motor vehicles.
Are you talking bills for change of reference? Or the first 21 bills, concepts to be raised?
You know what? I'm having a hard time hearing you. Let me see if I can get my volume fixed here.
Why don't you log out? Let's both log out and we'll both log on.
Okay. Are you connected?
Yeah, let me try and get mine up.
We got to
I'm
get
gonna
somebody else.
log out. I'm gonna log out, reboot my computer and log back in.
Okay.
Am I able to do it from my laptop, you think?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have to stay logged in. So did he make me
You should be able to.
yeah, but I don't think I am.
Just get it rolled back here.
Oh, I must be because I let him in.
Might be able to at least stream the audio from my laptop for you. If you can let me in.
Recording in progress.
Can you try muting yours? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'll take Senator Beeberman's votes.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a second.
So-
I will.
Yeah, so let's go through Bill's concepts to be raised. Did those go through?
Yes, they all did. Items 1 and then 7 through 14 and 17 through 21 were all voice vote. The others were roll calls.
Okay, so on the ones that were voice votes, I'm yes.
Perfect.
On the ones that were roll call, I'd like to go through those one by one quickly if we can.
Absolutely.
And what was the vote?
So item number 2, an act concerning transit communities.
Is
I
that
don't have-
transit, is that a transit oriented development?
Yes, this is the desegregate CDI bill.
And that passed along party lines, I'm assuming?
Representative Zulo voted in favor of it, and then the rest was party lines.
Okay.
Michelle voted
I'm
against.
I'm a yes on that one.
Okay. The next one is an act concerning transit-oriented development, item number 3 on the agenda.
Same thing?
That one, Representative Zulo voted no. Rep. Michelle also voted no.
Who else voted no?
Rep. Michelle.
Okay. I'm a yes on that one also.
Next one is item number 4, an act concerning councils of government grant fund.
How did that vote go?
Representative Haynes voted for it. The rest was party line.
I'm a yes on that one.
Next one is number 5, an act concerning short-term rentals.
Was that my bill? It's about the tax.
I think so. I think we combined a couple. And this one was everyone voted yes except for Representative Hall.
Except for Representative who?
Hall.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm a yes on that.
Then the next one was number 15, act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards.
And that was not unanimous?
That one was purely party line.
So I'm a yes on it. Did it get voted down or no? It's passed, right?
Yes, passed.
Yeah, we need to look at that. I'm a yes on that.
Next one is number 16, an act concerning foreclosure, assignment, and other enforcement action for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges.
Senator Looney's bill, I'm a yes.
And then the rest was number 4, which was the bill change of reference, and that was all a voice vote as well.
Okay, so I'm for changing the reference on those.
And just so you know, the last item on the agenda was we referred to general law instead of health, and that was the an act concerning dogs and outdoor dining areas.
Instead of public health, it went to general law?
Yes.
Was there a debate about that? Or was that a change that didn't make it on the agenda?
Didn't make it on the agenda, but there was no debate on it.
Okay. I'd have thought it would have been public health, but I'm for changing the reference on all those bills.
Perfect. And that is it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. Sorry about that, Representative Agostino.
No, thanks.
I can take your votes now.
Great.
Yes. So items one. The items we had roll call votes for items 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just read them off. I'll vote.
Okay, sure. Actually, give me 1 second.
Yep.
So, sorry, keep on getting an echo. Sorry. Item number 2, an act concerning transit communities.
Approved. Yes.
Item number 3, an act concerning transit oriented development.
Yes.
Item number 4, an act concerning councils of governments and grant funding.
Yes.
Item number 5, an act concerning short-term rentals.
Yes.
Item number 15, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals.
Yes.
Item number 16, an act concerning foreclosure assignment and other enforcement actions for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges.
Yes.
Then the rest of the raised concepts or voice vote. As
Yes.
we- yeah. And then the change of reference bills were also a voice vote, but there was one change to the agenda. Item number 10, we refer to general law instead of public health.
What's that, Bill?
Yes. An act concerning dogs and outdoor dining areas.
General law? No. I'm the chair of general law, so
Almost yes, no for that one.
that should go to P&D, or that it should stay in P&D. All right.
Perfect.
But yes to everything else.
Yes, everything. Okay, perfect.
Well, I mean, that's all voice vote though, right? I can't vote independently on that.
Yeah, no.
So you said just yes to the voice vote. That's fine. That's
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thanks. I'll talk to Lenny about that.
All right.
Dogs. And can you send me the backup on that?
Yes.
I assume it's an individual legislator proposal.
Yes.
Do me a favor. Email it to me and copy Lenny.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right.
Good afternoon. Hi, Representative Lamar. Thank you for logging on. Of course. Give me a second. So most votes were a voice vote. Items 2 through 5 were roll calls, and then 15, 16 were also roll calls. So there's a yes on all of the voice votes.
I like to vote in the affirmative on every vote on the calendar today.
Okay. Item number 2, an act concerning transit communities.
Yes.
Item number 3, an act concerning transit-oriented development.
Yes.
Item number 4, an act concerning councils of governments and grant funding.
Yes.
Item number 5, an act concerning short-term rentals.
Yes.
Item number 15, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals.
Yes.
Item number 16, an act concerning foreclosure, assignment, and other enforcement actions for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges.
Yes.
And then we had a voice vote on the change of reference one. For those, I just want to let you know that item number 10 on the change of reference agenda was we changed it from referring it to public health to general law. That's the enact concerning dogs and outdoor dining areas.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a yes on everything.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you soon.
Hey, Will, I
Hello.
think I missed one vote, right?
Um,
The first one.
yeah, I think that's it. So, an act concerning transit communities.
Yay.
And I marked you a yes on the voice votes. And we're all good then. Yep.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hello.
Just give me 1 second.
How are you?
I am, I am ready to take your votes. For this meeting, we had items 2 through 5 and 15 and 16 were roll call. The rest were voice votes.
Okay.
So I will begin with item 2, an act concerning transit communities.
I was listening to it. I'm just trying to understand a little bit, having not been in screening, but what's the difference between transit communities and TODs?
I understand. Yeah, it's some of the background is I believe that transit communities was the one being proposed by desegregate transit oriented development was proposed by Senator Looney. And like the segregates bill is substantially different than what it was last year.
Okay. 2 and 3, I would be a no.
Okay, I think I need to read them. So 2, no. 3, an act concerning transit oriented development.
No.
Um,
Justin, hold on 1 second. Who else joined me in being no on this for my notes?
So for number 2,
Yes.
Representative Zulo voted yes. All the other Republican members voted no, and Representative Michelle also voted no.
Okay.
And then for number 3, all the Republicans voted no, and Representative Michelle voted no.
Okay, and Zula voted yes on no on that as well?
Yeah, he voted no on number 3.
Okay. And Representative Michelle also voted no. Okay, thank you.
Then number 4, an act concerning councils of government and grant funding.
I am a yes on that. And who are the no's? Is it the usual suspects? You ever seen that movie?
Yes, it's good movie. Representative Haynes voted yes. All the other Republicans voted no.
Number 4?
Yes.
I thought, what did Representative Fazio do?
He voted no.
He voted no?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Let me just double check that. He voted no on 4?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on that and I'll have to get back to you. Okay.
I'll double check the YouTube for my own to make sure that my notes are correct, but yeah. Or my tally is correct. So.
Okay.
Number 5, an act concerning short-term rentals.
This is the B&B. Senator Needleman's, right? So I'm who's a no on that, if I may, Justin?
Only Representative Hall.
I'm a yes.
Number 15, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals.
Number 7, number 6.
Sorry, those 7 and 6 were voice votes.
Okay. Number 6 is what?
That was a voice vote.
Okay, so bear with me.
Yep.
6, 7 voice votes.
Yep.
And number 8.
Voice.
Okay. Number 9.
Voice.
Number 10.
Voice.
Number 11.
Voice.
12.
Voice.
13.
Voice.
14,
Voice.
that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
15,
Roll call. And 15, an act concerning the granting of variances by zoning boards of appeals.
who are the no votes, if I may? Thanks for doing this, Justin.
This is all the Republicans voted no.
Well, there's some consistency. Prior to that, there wasn't.
I mean, this one, I will say, I'm sure you've seen this bill before, when you were the ranking member. But yeah.
Yes. I have. And Representative Michelle,
He voted, yes.
he voted yes. I'd like to keep track of him. All right, 16, sir.
How do you vote on 15?
I am a no.
Number 16, an act concerning foreclosure, assignment, and other enforcement actions for unpaid sewer assessments and other fees and charges.
And the votes on that, if I may?
All the Republicans voted no. I still don't have Representative Michelle's vote on this one. He needs to come back.
Okay. Representative Zullo does not like this bill.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a no. Although, as I read the bill, it was reduced to 4,000 from the original last year of 10,000.
Yeah, I believe this one. I know there was a change. They want to go with the latest version, I believe, of last year's.
Yeah. We a little background on it. The bill was originally raised at 10,000. That was too prohibitive. We struck a deal in the Senate floor to 4,000 in 2020. And the bill was raised again last year. And instead of staying at the 4, they went to the 10, which killed the bill to begin with. Didn't even get that far. So I think they're smarter now. They started with the 4.
Yeah.
We're all still going to vote no, right? Little backdrop on it. For all it's worth. I'm a no on 16, 17.
Voice vote.
Okay.
Actually, the rest are voice votes.
Okay. And the referrals are all pretty much set.
Well,
Let me
actually,
leave
there was a
myself
change.
open. Huh?
There was a change on the referral for number 10. It was originally going to go to public health, but they changed that to go to general law.
Okay. Thank you.
It's still a voice vote, but yeah, I just want to let you know the agenda was changed.
Okay. Awesome. I appreciate that. I need to get back to you on 4.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Thank you. See you later. William, I'm back. And number 4, I am a no.
Okay. And Matthew is a no, and that is all the votes.
Thank you very much. You have a great week.
You too. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.